Thank you.
Hey Carl, how's it going, mate?
Hey, I recognize you.
I know, I've seen you about 3 times.
Yeah. I'm good
I run a
at
channel called Banksy Style, and I'm a regular at Speaker's Corner now.
Right, okay.
But you were saying, I'm sorry about your profanity. It's okay, they can't ban you from Patreon twice.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
They can only ban you once.
Yeah.
But to tell you the truth, though, I wanted to actually speak to you. How come you didn't see this, like, coming? I saw this coming. I thought, well, I mean, that's what I mean. I thought you would diversify your income onto other platforms just to make sure.
Particular need, but I mean, yeah, I thought it was going to come eventually.
Yeah, because it was like on the cards.
They're clearly narrowing the noose of
Exactly.
acceptable political
They start
range.
with one thing like manifested, observable, whatever, and then they'll just shift through that, and then Jack can say, well, it wasn't me really. It's the security, safety people
I've actually
take care of all
that
this.
they think that essentially the sort of the infrastructure of these big tech companies being taken over by.
Sorry, I'm recording. Are you okay?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
thank
fine.
you.
And I've heard this many times now. That it's the activists in the organisations who are putting pressure on the CEOs, and honestly, I can believe it, because I mean, if you look at the way they change over time, they seem to kind of become like more unhinged and.
Well, what happens is, I think the CEOs, they become sort of they get bubbleized, they get put into a bubble. They have an echo chamber, and all they have is these people around them going, no, you definitely got to do this. And he's like, what do I do? And I don't think he's going to go home to his wife, and his wife's going to go, no, let the Conservatives on.
This is the thing, if you're surrounded by radical left-wing activists,
you're just going to,
you're in that cultural milieu, aren't you? It's going to affect you.
This is something I don't know what you think about. Do you know Jimmy Dawes?
Yeah.
Do you think he is veering away from the TYT narrative a lot? I've heard him cover things that.
I hope so. I know.
You know what I mean?
He's woken a bunch of
he's said a lot of things that I'm like.
I mean,
that doesn't sound like the TYT narrative.
I love his stuff against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
When he talks about political correctness.
Yes, he literally said she has to come earn my vote. Why should I just give it to her?
And he's very class aware. He's aware that she represents the elite globalist class.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He's not part of that. His family. He's from a big
That's
family.
what I mean.
It's not part of.
Well, it's not. It's just that I just thought, the way he covers Assange, the way he covers the recent events of with even
regular person turning on Assange.
Yeah.
WikiLeaks have been utterly consistent in their adversity to government power.
Oh yeah, they loved Assange. The left loved Assange when he was taking when he was exposing the Bush and all the rest
To
of
see
it.
them turn on Assange now, it's just like, it's heartbreaking.
It just, to me, it shows that you can't trust that side of the aisle, because they will turn on you in a heartbeat if you don't pull their narrative. And if you're not, a total devotee to their narrative, and it's like you deviated just a bit, you're like, excuse me, can I ask a question?
I think they're terrible, and I think what's happened to Assange is a crime.
Yeah.
And metaphorically, I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but
But I'm just thinking, there are people out there, because I've noticed in your last MythCon and other, you're now coming across sort of, because you tackled the crazies that were up here, and they're the low-hanging fruit, and it was kind of easy for a long time to try to start bashing that. And now you're
they were the low-hanging fruit. They're the people in academia.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they are the most obvious.
They're the most obvious, but they're everywhere.
But are you coming across the sort of the further down the road, down the middle kind of the run now, and you're finding that you are agreeing, but you have to still fundamentally disagree with their position, but there are areas in which you do, because you are a liberal at heart.
No,
but
I don't have to disagree with them at all. I'm not interested in playing tribal politics. I would love to go and talk to the protesters over there and see where we can agree.
Of course, they'll be shanking you before you get halfway down the road.
They won't come and have this conversation. They're doubtless like, I mean, if I were to talk to them about the European Union, they would probably have as many concerns as I have about it. But we can't have that conversation because of their pathological hatred of this side.
This is what I mean. I mean, if you even look at that show last week, tonight or whatever, with that comedian John Oliver, he even did his own Brexit song, "Fuck You, Europe," because they know that Europe is horrific. But they just don't know how to get away from it or how to rectify the shit show that is the European Union.
Right, I hate this, but we're gonna try and find some more people.
It's been an awesome, sir. Thank you for talking. Thank you.